last couple of days in preparation for the next. What are your impressions of New York?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. Now, last couple whatever is just making sure that
Off to a great start.
the last couple steps before we play the Knicks, just make sure that we have everything fleshed out, make sure that everything is in line of how it should be, and that our offense and defense is set to be the best it can be.
As you're going into this series, personally, what's your point of emphasis?
Just set good picks, make sure I'm where I need to be on the defensive end, make sure that all the little things that they'd say like this, people don't want to take care of, I have ready to go. Yeah.
Jarrett's just said that you guys have one of the best first shot defenses in the league, but against the Knicks, they're able to crack the basket a little more. So would you agree with that sentiment, and kind of how do you make sure that you guys finish possession?
Right. I can't speak on the first part. I don't know statistically what it is, but I know that Mitchell Robinson, great offensive rebounder, number one in the league, they showed us. Obi Toppin, just basically all their guys are crashing the glass, Josh Hart. So we just have to be ready to rebound. You know, whether it's boxing your man out or just coming up with the ball, we have to be prepared for that.
Is there anything you've seen on film with those guys in particular that you can take advantage of?
In what facet? Like, what do you mean?
Like just being able to make sure that they don't glasses.
Right. Oh, okay. Just hit them early. You know, very few people in this league like getting hit. You know, if you can hit them early, that's just going to deter them from even attempting the rebound. And the earlier you do your work early, that makes everything better.
Because of the style of offense that they play,
how
do you guys control the tempo and the pace of the game in this series?
Right.
And not allow them to?
Right. Just rely on our defense. We have one of the best defenses in the NBA, and it's brought us all the way up to this point. I believe we have that to fall back on. It's been working for us so far this year, so I don't think we need to do too much special things.
When Isaac's on the floor defensively, how does that make your life easier?
It makes it easier, especially in pick and rolls. He's usually guarding the guy that handles the ball the most, so it's not like the guy's going to blow past him. It's not like he's going to give the guy an open lane to the basket. So that helps me be able to relax more and rely that it's going to be a 2-on-2 defense.
Which are you preparing yourself to be in switches in this particular series?
Not so much. I know, the series can go either way. You know, game 4, we might switch something up. But I am studying how the guards go. I am studying how Brunson wants to have a turnaround jumper or whatnot, how every player likes going to the rim. So I'm ready to switch. I'm ready to do whatever they need me to do.
How much of a challenge is that personally, given the fact that a lot of what you've done throughout the course of the regular season is a little bit different than that, and like the guys that you have studied throughout the course of the regular season aren't necessarily yours?
It's different. I wouldn't necessarily say it's difficult. It just adds an extra layer of scout and preparation. You know, during the year, they surprised me and put me on DeMar DeRozan, at the end of the game. So, I have to be prepared for anything.
What are some of those little things you referred to earlier that you do that other people don't want to do?
I don't know. A lot of people tell me that, damn, Jay, you do a lot of things, the dirty work. Nobody likes doing dirty work. So what I do that they say that is, I don't know, but people tell me that. So, honestly, I'm saying what other people tell me.
Jarrett's challenge going into this series, not knowing whether or not Julius is going to play for them.
Is that a thing? Okay.
Do you know?
Now I do. I guess that just shows that we're prepared either way. Anything could happen. He could play, he could not play. I guess we're not ready if he doesn't play, but we have things set up to how they should be.
Jarrett, I want to ask you, now that the season's over, we've seen what your teammate Donovan has accomplished.
Right.
Do you feel, and I don't know how much you're on social media, but do you feel that he's underappreciated, whether it be by fans?
Right. Yeah. I'm not really on social media. I don't know what people are saying about him, what his height is. I know he's very much appreciated in our locker room and inside this whole building. I can't speak for everybody else.
Jarrett, people talk about how different the playoffs can be in terms of intensity, physicality. Is that your experience in the games you played before?
Absolutely. You definitely can tell that it raises up a level. I don't want to say people are more uptight. I don't think that's the right word for it, but I said it anyway. But it is a certain level of making sure that things are perfect. You know, nothing's going to be perfect, but we're going to try to get as close as we can. Was that? I can't say that was helpful. I think Isaac and I were hurt. Julius was hurt. Nobody was playing defense. You know, it was it was just maybe the past games were better to look back on, but any game in the regular season, we're going to look back on those and try to adapt them so that it can help us in this playoff series.
Outside, when you talk about the playoffs, it's easy to overreact after one game or two games. So just, someone who has that experience, how do you, I guess, maybe convey the tuning out the noise thing to your teammates, and also the human aspect, them not to overreact themselves to just one or two games.
Yeah, I think as humans, it's going to happen. We all overreact over the smallest of things, but I think it's fine to overreact, but you have to look back and realize why you overreacted. Some guys like Donovan Mitchell yelling, he's a great example. Sometimes after the game, he's like, damn, I should have done this. But then he'll come back to practice the next day and realize, yeah, I did have a point, but there's ways to improve on it. It's not overreacting until the end of the series.
What have you learned about Donovan Mitchell, the defensive player, this year? He's a talkative guy. But honestly, on the court, he is a talkative guy. He is going to call out the defense. He is going to call out if a guy is making the cut or not. And one thing I respect about him, he will admit his mistakes. He will, own up if he messes up a defensive coverage.
As you guys begin this postseason, do you think you're
I don't like that question. I think we're capable of anything we want. How far that takes us, I don't know. You don't need to do anything. It can take us as far as we want. I mean, we have the talent to take us far. We have the team camaraderie. We have everything that we need to take us as far as we want. How far, I can't say for sure.
Jarrett, Donovan Mitchell aside, literally for this question, what do you think is the biggest difference from last year when you guys were playing in the play-in tournament to where you guys are now?
The aside man, Donovan Mitchell himself. Obviously adding him was a big part to helping our team, us growing up as a team, us becoming more mature, knowing ourselves and knowing our game. That all contributes to helping a team mature and become better.
What do you expect Cleveland to be like for Game 1?
I'm expecting a lot out of Cleveland. The regular season games were great. Our playing games last year were great. I'm expecting them, from what I've heard, to be one of the best playoff atmospheres in the league.
Jarrett, Harris said that he thinks, you guys have the best second unit in the NBA.
Right.
How much confidence and trust do you have in the league?
I believe it. From what I know, Karras doesn't say those things lightly. And, from our second unit, Karras, Jetty, Dean, we have defenders and we have shooters. We have people that know their role. We have people that know how to share the ball. So I believe that they are one of the best.